Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Game 3 of the match between Air Force Ace and MBC Game Hero. And by the way, real quick, I was talking earlier about kind of who they could send out. This is C Shield is being sent out now. So, basically the best player on MBC Game being thrown in here to try and take care of any time. If C wins, even if C wins, it's going to be difficult for them to come back against a 2-0 deficit against Ace, because Ace still has Dazang they can throw out there. They still have Oversky. Casey had played some really good Terran versus Terran as well. And basically the only two good players on NBC Game, C and Light, are both Terrans. So Casey could theoretically take either one of them. So it's going to be exciting. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hopefully I might need to sync this manually later, so that might help me out. Because there's an issue with some video sources. But anyway, yeah, that's what I was trying to think of earlier. I was trying to think of Light, another decent player who's on NBC Game. He's kind of inconsistent, but he's also someone you kind of need to watch out for. Some people also a fan of Poussin. He's been playing decent lately. He's like one of the old guys. He's one of the guys that used to be really good and then kind of stopped being good. And lately he's had a little bit of a resurgence. He's been doing okay in the Pro League, but still not exactly a heavy hitter of any kind. So, they also have Hune. He's an okay Zerg player. Not that, not the best, but he's all right. He's been known to do some things. He's the guy that did that awesome play where he how about I just spit it out? Today, Junior, he's the one that did the hold lurkers, where you had them. I don't remember who the Terran was, but the medic marines were coming in his front door, and he had lurkers interspersed amongst his sunken colonies. He held position them. He did the whole lurker trick and waited until the Terran killed his sunkens, and then boom, unleashed them. Spines everywhere. Blah, 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 blah. Marines just dying left and right. It was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. Just do a YouTube search for willpower hold lurker, and you can find that video. I put it on Vile Attack. So anyway, that was awesome. C is the purple Terran, by the way, bottom right. That means anytime is the Protoss player in the bottom left. And C going for the 12 racks refinery thing here going on. And again, anytime basically doing the Protoss version of that. Going for a quick tech build, going for the gateway, the assimilator, going to go for the core. Just get some tech out pretty quick. Probably go for, on this map, well, it's hard to say. Probably on this map he might go for a River Harass, but it is kind of hard to, to get your shuttle into some positions, especially, once they get turrets up, it's not easy to get behind the middle line or anything like that, so it's a little bit of a tough map for that kind of thing, but, it's pretty standard, so he might do something along those lines also. We could see a Dark Templar rush instead, it's hard to say this early on in the game, but at this point, he's just running around his probe, trying to be annoying as possible with probe. Probe probably going to have to run away in just a minute here. Oh, she's got a nice little setup there, the two shares next to each other, so she can lounge around, relax, and maybe she realized that she was on camera, so she's like, I'll not do this anymore. Anyway, so that Marine is going to chase off that probe. Oh, probe gets stuck, cannot run away. Run away, probe, run away. He may even escape. Is the second Marine going to pop out? Hard to tell. Anyway, it looks like C's SCV has not even got... I don't think C's going to get a scout in at all because he sent out a late scout and it went the wrong direction. So he's going to scout the top right, not get there. By the time he gets over there, there's going to be a Dragoon on Anytime's ramp, and C will not be able to get a scout in at all to see what's going on. So, a little unfortunate for C, but at this point there's not a whole lot he could tell anyways, except he could see the Cybernetics core spinning, so he'd know it was probably like a ranged goon with ops build. Pretty safe build, especially when you have a ramp. You can hold off most rushes pretty easily in that situation, although there's no reason for him to think there's going to be a rush. Anyway, but his probe did die before he was able to see any tech, so he's, again, not really sure at this point what's going on. Yeah, you can see C on his minimap on the bottom left corner of the screen has not even gotten to Anytime space yet, so he's definitely not going to get in there. Looks like Anytime is running a Dragoon around Not sure where that Dragoon is. Oh, it's in kind of the top right area. Not sure what that's for. Maybe he's going to try and just do some harassment, or I'm not sure what exactly that's about. But, oh no, anytime. Look out, look out. Don't let the SCV in. Don't let the SCV in. Oh, it looks like he's going to try and sneak a probe into his base. Oh, here he comes. He is able to block the ramp. Oh, is the SCV going to get around? No, he stops it from getting up there. So C is going to get turned back and not going to get a scout in at all. And that probe is going to get chased off as well, though. So no luck for any time for getting that second scout in. If he could, he would know exactly what was going on. He'd be able to react to it really well. So that, I mean, that's just why scouting is so important here. But in the meantime, he is going to send out 3 or 4 Dragoons just to do some harassment. Both players kind of, they're basically kind of mirroring each other, you know, for what the normal build is, I guess. You know, FD build is kind of a safe build. You're pretty safe against rushes, and you can get an expansion up pretty quickly. And, oh, is that Marine gonna? No, it's not gonna get around. Not gonna get away. And is definitely not gonna get a scout in. So it looked like Anytime is basically kind of doing the same thing. Going for range goons off of... actually, I didn't see if he had a second gateway down. But going for range goons and then getting an expansion down. So pretty much the same sort of thing. And oh, here he comes in trying to harass that expansion as it goes down. It looks like C does have siege mode, but he's up on the ramp here. So Anytime may be able to do some damage. He may be able to kill off some SCVs or something like that. And he does have an escape route here. Oh, he's going to go in. He's going to try and kill off the tank. He's got a few hits left. One tank goes down, and he is going to fall back. It looks like he lost 1 Dragoon. A very, very good trade. 1 Dragoon for 1 tank, especially this early on, even though it's pretty much the same cost. I guess that's, well, I guess, yeah, it's pretty much even. Well, I mean, the tank costs more, obviously, by a little bit, but there's losing the Dragoon out of the deal is makes it not optimal. In some situations, he might have been able to take out the tank without losing a Dragoon, but C did have his 3rd tank there, and he had another tank sieged up on the ridge within range there, and so he snuck barely within range of that other tank, and that's why he lost it there. But at the same time, he's managed to get an expansion up during this time, and so he's going to be even economically with C going into the mid game here and getting his observers out as well. So he's going to be cool. On the mines are inevitably going to be laid. The vultures are going to be coming out and trying to do some harassment, trying to lay down some mines at just the same time that his observers are going to be coming out. So it's going to be a pretty good deal for him. It looks like he's even setting up for his 3rd base here. And okay, so yeah, here's the vultures running out now. Observers are just giving another 15-20 seconds or so like that. And oh, he doesn't have a pylon wall set up, so he may be able to use those 2 vultures, force his way up the ramp, and stop that expansion. I don't know if he knows that's there. He may just be running around and putting mines at just different expansions around the map. Just kind of the same way I mentioned, you know, you put a Zergling at different expansions around the map. Same thing for laying mines. And here he goes in. He may try and force his way up the ramp. He's got his 2 vultures on the ramp. He laid a mine next to that 1 Dragoon. So at the very least, it's going to take him off of the ramp and force him off that ramp and force him back a little bit to kill off that probe. But more Dragoons coming in are going to stop that vulture from being able to do too much. I don't know if he has no, he doesn't have an observer there. So he's just going to have to try and micro his Dragoons there. But the vulture just sitting in a very precarious position trying to tempt the Dragoons into one of the mines. It worked once, but it's not going to work again. Sorry about that. So, oh, he needs to be careful. Oh, he needs his observer. Oh, watch out, watch out. Oh, the 1 mine does go off. 1 mine does go off, and that's a little bit careless since he does have observers out right now. Sorry, I paused because I wasn't sure if I heard, like, my roommate or something like that. It's probably just my roommate's cat making noise or something like that. And C is actually going to go for these, this expansion. He's basically going to turn it into a mineral only, it looks like. Well, he may actually float that over and just take out, he may be taking out the neutral buildings just so he can put siege tanks behind the mineral line and protect it, or, you know, prevent any drops from going down behind there. He may still float it over, but there is a situation on this map where you can actually kill off the neutral building, and then you can mine behind the neutral building. Oh, Anytime. What are you doing? What is he? Oh, he's going to lose some probes. Oh, he's being so careless with these mines. What is he doing? I have no idea what Anytime is doing right now. He's just walking through the mines. I know he has observers around. There's the observer. He's being a little bit careless there, so that's a little strange. But yeah, if he blows up that neutral building, he can actually you can mine the minerals from behind it. from behind the